Tour. The Disconnection Tour is an ongoing and open-ended performing arts project by visual artist johnnyrao. It is not an isolated performance, nor an event with a fixed beginning and end, but a practice that unfolds over time, weaving through the fabric of everyday life. johnnyrao conceives the Disconnection Tour as a moving work, a constant journey through common and unprotected spaces. Cities, stations, trains, supermarkets, streets, squares, museums, domestic settings, familiar places, and locations of strong symbolic significance. The core idea of the Disconnection Tour stems from the observation of a widespread condition in contemporary society: disconnection. Bodies are present, but minds are elsewhere. People are physically close, but emotionally and perceptually distant. johnnyrao walks through this scenario without distancing himself, without judging from above. The project is not a moralistic critique of technology, but a visual and human reflection on the fragmentation of attention, the difficulty of being truly present, and the continuous gap between apparent connection and real absence. The Disconnection Tour revolves around a central object work, a pouch or waist bag transformed into a performative sculpture, which johnnyrao wears during his journeys. This object is neither a simple accessory nor a fetish, but a symbolic device, a mobile micro-installation. The bag bears signs, texts, codes, and visual elements that make it a living work, inseparable from the artist's body. However, the work does not demand attention. It passes, it moves, it remains within the flow. In the Disconnection Tour, a double passage occurs. The work passes, and the artist, johnnyrao, passes. Often, the artist is almost invisible, blending in with the crowd without any sense of theatricality. This invisibility is an integral part of the performance. johnnyrao does not seek the spotlight. Instead, he works on a discrete presence, the minimal gesture, and the silent crossing. Art enters daily life without interrupting it, measuring the distance between seeing and looking, and between physical presence and real attention. A fundamental element of the Disconnection Tour is that the visual artist johnnyrao is himself within the disconnection. He does not play an external or superior role. He is a human being immersed in the same social noise he observes. He can be tired, distracted, overwhelmed, or emotionally distant. The project is born from this honesty. johnnyrao does not exclude himself from the problem. He moves through it. Thus, the performance also becomes a personal inquiry into presence, absence, and the possibility of reconnection. Documentation is an essential part of the work. johnnyrao records the Disconnection Tour through photographs, videos, notes, reflections, and visual fragments gathered during his movements. Each journey adds a chapter, without hierarchies, and without a closed narrative. The project adapts to its locations. It can be urban and chaotic, or intimate and silent. In this sense, moments such as walking through a cemetery become key passages. The work enters a space of memory and suspension without disturbance, in a respectful and quiet manner. Here, the Disconnection Tour takes on an almost ritual dimension, connecting life, absence, time, and continuity. johnnyrao Disconnection Tour is an open work, with no sharp boundaries between art and life. It is a form of mobile exhibition that does not need to be understood immediately. It brings art to places where it is not normally expected, and uses it as a lens to read the present. In a world saturated with stimuli and technical connections, the Disconnection Tour highlights what is missing: presence, attention, and the human gaze. Through the simple gesture of walking, passing, observing, and documenting, visual artist johnnyrao transforms collective disconnection into an artistic testimony.